to defend my bunker against thousands of OP bosses. And as the night goes on, my friend Carty is gonna spawn in better and better mutants to attack my bunker. But luckily for me, I have crazy defenses I can build to survive against the OP bosses.
Oh, Smirky, are you ready to start defending your house?
I mean, I guess so. There is literally nothing in between you and my house. So, Carty, I think I'm definitely gonna die.
I don't care. You better get building. You have 10 minutes before I spotted a boss that's gonna destroy everything.
Oh, no. Okay, well, this is gonna be really hard. But luckily for me, inside my bunker, I have an iron golem that's gonna tell me exactly how to survive against Carty's mobs. So, iron golem, do you have this stuff for me? Please say yes. Okay, that sounds really good. And let's go fly out of here and take a look at what this book says we have to build. So it says we have to build some big walls, TNT launchers on the walls, and a wind trap. So I guess let's get started, of course, building this. And we gotta get started building the really big walls. So let's find a block that we want to build these walls out of. And I have a really good idea. So we're gonna build a giant wall out of this netherite block. And then we're gonna grab our wand tool like this and start making a giant wall by building all the way over here and world editing it all in like this. And now we have a good start of our wall, but we need to surround the rest of our base with this wall because this just block of netherite is not going to stop any mobs Carty spawns from attacking our base. So let's go and build this around the entire base. Let's go. And there we go. Now we have a giant wall surrounding our base made out of a block that literally can't be exploded. Like, look at this. Basically, this can't explode at all, and this is very strong. But now we need to move on to the next part of our base, which is building TNT launchers on the walls. So let's get started building that. And how we build a TNT launcher on the walls is we basically gotta dig out this entire area of the walls by selecting a big area and setting it to air like that. And now what we gotta do is grab a block called a dispenser and get some TNT and get some other OP TNT like a TNT times 5. And then what we're gonna do is fill up a dispenser with this kind of TNT like this, and then we're gonna select this and start filling up our entire walls with these dispensers. And there we go. Now we have all our dispensers placed, and now the next part of this is we are gonna select this entire area in front of our walls and set this all to air like this. Now what we're gonna do is we're gonna come down right here and all the way right here and set this all to water like that. So now if the TNT actually falls from this height like this, it's only gonna land in the water and not explode anything. And so since there's a bunch of water, it literally won't explode anything. But now that we did all the preparations for this trap, we gotta get to doing the fun part, which is the redstone. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna grab the reinforced wool block. So let's grab our wool block, get some redstone stuff like normal dust, redstone repeaters, and that's all we're gonna grab for now. And then we are just gonna place a bunch of repeaters like this. But I think there's a way better way to do this, and I'm gonna show you how we're gonna do that in just a second. So we're gonna get rid of all the redstone that we just placed and test something out really quick. So let's grab a redstone block and place it on top of this block right here. And as you see, it drops a bunch of TNT into the water like this. What I have in mind is, what if we grabbed a command by typing /fill, then we get the coordinates like that, and of the block right here like that. It got a special redstone item that isn't in our redstone inventory called a command block. And then once we got the command block, place this command in and then type fill all these coordinates with redstone blocks. There we go. And then what we're gonna do is we are gonna grab a lever and put it right next to this command block. And once we flick this, it should set this all to redstone blocks like that. And there we go. And now if we come over here, as you see, a bunch of TNT dropped. So instead of wiring up all that redstone, we can literally just use command blocks only, and it's gonna be a lot more effective. So let's go over here, get the same command ready like that, and come over all the way over here and just put this into another command block like this. There we go. And now we have a side that can also activate this side's redstone blocks like that. There we go. And let's just make sure it works, which it does. So that is obviously going to be really strong, but as you see, we can only activate it once because now there's redstone blocks, and if you don't know, we can't actually activate that once we already have this. So how are we gonna make it so that we can activate this again? Well, I have an idea. We're gonna grab the same command block like this, put it right next to the other one, and instead of filling it with redstone blocks, we're gonna fill it with air. So now if we flick this, it gets set back to air. Then we can flick this again to set it right back to redstone. And as you see, it still causes an explosion. So now let's do this on the other side. Just get rid of this and type air. There we go. Now we got our command blocks ready. So let's get rid of them in our inventory. And we'll actually set up a room where we can activate these off and on. But to actually set up that room, what I want to build is a quick entrance. So let's go and start building that. So we're going to set this all to air like this and get rid of this whole hallway in here, heading towards our base. There we go. Now that that's done, we're going to build a bridge heading into our base like this. And we are going to make a netherite block hallway like that. There we go. Now we are just going to build some walls with netherite like this. Now we have a whole netherite hallway. And what we're going to do is we are going to build a little bit of a control room right over here. So to build this control room, we are going to build a room with netherite once again, of course, like this. We are going to make a bit of an entrance like this right here. And then we are going to set this floor as this other netherite block. But I don't want to do something so close to netherite because I'm going to do something cool in a second. So what we're going to do instead is we are going to grab this carved netherite and then we are going to grab something called a secret door. So let's grab that and place it right here. So now we have some sort of like secret entrance right here, even though all we have to do is just open up this secret door right here. And then inside this room, what I want to do is I want to use these command blocks and put them right behind this wall right here. So let's build up the walls right here like this. And there we go. Now we have a room right here. And what we're going to do is we're going to grab our command block and put them right behind this wall like this. So now that we have the command blocks right here, we got the redstone one and the air one. And what we're going to do is we're going to close off this like this. And we're going to grab some levers like this, put them right here. And we're going to grab some signs. And above them, we are going to put left air, left TNT, and do this again for the right side like that. And there we go. Now this is done. So now all we need to do is we got to flick this for this to work. So let's test out the right air switch and look, it works. And now we're going to try out the right TNT one and look, that also works. So this works perfectly. And look, it explodes out here too. So now that that's done, we're going to shut off this room for now because we don't need it. And instead we got to go on to building our second trap, of course. So let's go on to building that. So let's just expand this room a little bit more like this and move on to this trap. And I'm going to show you what we're going to do for this trap once I finish building this room. So there we go. Now the room is finished. And the next trap we need to build is a wind trap. So let's get on to building it. So let's get rid of all the useless stuff we need and grab a redstone block called a fan. And with this fan, what we're going to do is we're going to place some fans like this right here. There we go. And we're going to come around and activate all of them just to test it out like that. And there we go. Now these fans should be working. We're going to come back on this room and test if they are. And as you see, they are, and they push you over here. So that's a good thing. But what we want to do with these fans is we want to set these up more like this so they can push you even farther. So let's just go back on this side and fix the redstone once again like that. There we go. Now that this is all set up, it pushes you right here. So now what we're going to do over here is we are going to place some more fans right here like this on the ground. And then we're going to go and dig under these fans and grab some redstone torches and just place them all under this. So now if you stand on top of this fan, you actually float up. And now that you have it so you float up, what we're going to do is we're going to set up some more fans over this way. You might be able to tell what I'm setting up right now, but you also might not. So I'm going to tell you. So what I want to happen is I want when mobs to walk through here, they get pushed onto this fan over here and then over this way into like a huge pit. So what I want to happen is when mobs run through this, they actually get pushed by this fan and then they go through a loop of fans pushing them different ways. And I think it's going to be pretty interesting. So to show you how this will work, let's spawn in a zombie right here. And as you see, he gets pushed over here and onto this fan like this, and then he starts floating up. And I think that's pretty cool. So now what we're going to do is we're going to come behind right here and set up some more redstone. So let's set that up and up like this. And there we go. Now we have fans working. So now if you float up here, you actually get pushed more this way. And then over this way, what I want to set up is I want to build a giant pit like this. And then we're going to dig down all the way over here and set this all to air. Now that we have a giant pit right here, what we're going to do is we're going to select that, and then type set walls as netherite blocks. There we go. And now that that's all set up, at the bottom of this pit, we're gonna fill this back up like this and grab some bedrock spikes to kill all the mobs down here. So let's fill this pit all up like this. And now let's just test this out with this zombie. Just push you over here like this, and you should go up and into this pit. But now that that's all set up, let's cover this all back up like this. And let's test and see if this actually works. So we're gonna spawn a zombie right here and go into survival and let the zombie chase us. This should get pushed up all the way over there, but if it doesn't work, we need to fix this and make sure it doesn't. So we need to get the zombie all the way over here and up into this fan and into this pit down here so it will die. So this kind of works, but it's a little bit scuffed, so I think we need to improve it a little bit. So to improve it, we're gonna block off all the sides over here like this. And now that all the sides are blocked off, we're gonna cover it up like this. And now that everything's covered up, we are gonna grab some one-way glass so we can see all the mobs that get pushed into this wind trap actually fall. So let's cover it all up like this. And there we go. Our wind trap is done. So now you actually do get pushed into this pit like that. And that's pretty cool. But I think we can improve it a little bit more, like I said. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna mine this all out like this. We're gonna place some blocks like that. And then we are gonna grab some water and some oak gates. And then we're gonna place our oak gates up here like this. And then we're gonna block this all off like this. Then we're gonna place our water going this way. So now if you actually get a mob and you place it right over here, it will actually get sent up and then into the water to fall down the pit. And that works perfectly. But just in case this trap doesn't work, I feel like we need to do another workaround. So let's set that up right now. And by workaround, I mean we make this trap 20 times better. So let's go and make this trap way better. And Carty, how much time do I have left? Because I feel like I'm kind of running out of time, right?
Yes, you are, Smirky. There is barely any time left.
Oh, no. Okay, well, how much time do I have left?
There's only 3 minutes.
Okay, well, I gotta get building. Okay, so we gotta build this next trap fast, and I'll set it up right now. So what we're gonna do is over here, we are gonna place a giant wall of fans. So let's grab all the fan blocks that we can and start setting this up. So let's set it up like this and build a giant wall of the fan. And let's actually just make it 6 blocks tall because we do not want anything getting past this at all. And now over here, what we're gonna do is we're gonna close this all off like this. And there we go. Now that that's all set up, what we are gonna do is we are gonna place a bunch of wool like this and this and this. And then we're gonna build a bunch of redstone right behind it like this. And now what we're gonna do is we are gonna test and see if this actually works. So let's just extend this over by 1, and then we're gonna grab a redstone torch and place this right behind it and activate all the fans. So now if we actually go over here, we should just get pushed by all the fans. So let's try walking, and yeah, we do get pushed. So right over here where we get pushed, we are gonna dig a giant hole very deep down and set it all to air once again. And now we are gonna select this corner, select that corner, and set the walls as netherite. And then we'll set the rest as netherite too. And now that it's all netherite, we are gonna repeat what we did back on this side, and we are gonna build a giant bedrock spike pit on the ground. So let's go all the way over here and fill this all up like this. There we go. Now that this is all a bedrock spike pit, we are gonna make sure that once you actually go in here, you do fall. So let's try it, and yeah, you definitely do fall in there. So this works really, really good, and we can even test it using a villager. So let's spawn you in, and goodbye, Mr. Villager. Now you're stuck in there, and you're dead. So this works perfectly, and then we are gonna basically block this all off with netherite blocks, so we can make sure nothing can escape. But now we need to actually set this up to activate all the fans and not have these constantly running, so we can actually get into our next part of the base, which will be right over here. So let's set that up. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna dig a hole right here, and then we're gonna make a redstone system to activate from a lever all the way over here to all of these. So what we're gonna get is we're gonna get some slabs like this. We're gonna grab repeaters once again, and then we're gonna go and start connecting all of this. So let's connect them all. So let's just go like this, connect all the stuff like that, and then we're gonna build a staircase of slabs going up like this, and we're gonna break all the filler blocks we don't need, and then we're gonna grab some redstone and connect them all. just like that. And there we go. So now that we built some efficient redstone, what we're gonna do is we're gonna come over here, block this all off like this, and then we're gonna grab a lever to turn this off and on. So this is on and it pushes you in, and now it's off, and now we can just walk through it. There we go. That works perfectly. But we also need to make this work from the other side too. So let's extend our redstone all the way over here to a switch right here. So let's activate this by putting a bunch of redstone like this. And now over here should activate all this redstone as well. There we go. So now it's all lit up and everything activates. And this is really, really good. So now everything is active over here. And we actually don't need the switch because over here will be where we control it. And oh my gosh, the fans are pushing me. So now that that's all set up, what we're going to do is we're going to make this be our safe room because I think this is going to be the last trap that we have time to build before everything spawns in. So let's block this all up, and this is where our base will be for now. And I think it would be cool if we also put some one-way glass right here for a window. So let's go grab our one-way glass and build a big window right here. There we go. And now let's set this all to netherite blocks. And there we go. Now this is all built. So now that everything is set up, I think I'm ready. And for this first round, let's get rid of all of the stuff in our inventory and just grab some basic tools. So let's grab a wooden sword and some golden apples like that. And there we go.
And Smirky, your time is up.
Already? Well, okay, well that's good because I literally just built all the stuff that I needed to. And oh my gosh, let me do one last thing. There we go. Now it's all done.
Well, Smirky, you definitely better be done because I'm about to spawn in my OP bosses.
Okay, well, I guess I am ready. And I'm just gonna stand over here and I'll wait for you to spawn in your bosses. And please don't tell me it's something super good.
Yes, Smirky, my mom is going to be super good, so you definitely need to worry.
Oh, no, that's not good at all, Carty. Okay, well, I'm just gonna stand over here and please say it is not something good.
Smirky, I'm just spawning right here, and I'm just gonna start spawning a bunch of them in this room.
Oh, no.
Here we go. I got queen bees.
What the heck? Wait, aren't these really powerful? Anyways, I'm going in survival, Carty, and I'm a little bit scared. And, Carty, I don't think they're that dangerous. I mean, they literally just spawn in bees, and these guys aren't that scary.
Oh, Smirky, you think they're not scary? Well, you're not even ready.
Oh, no. Well, I guess I'm right, and hopefully they fall for my trap. And yes, they actually are falling for it. What the heck?
What is this, Smirky? What? This is an insane trap.
Oh my gosh, they're literally taking so much damage right now. Okay, that's working. And honestly, let's get rid of the rest of them by doing the TNTs outside. Let's go.
What, Smirky? And I just have one thing to say.
What is it?
Do you really think I care if you're killing my queen bees? I'm just gonna spawn 5 more.
5 more. I gotta run. They're right there, and they're already past my first trap. Okay, well, I gotta get out of here, and I'm just getting in this room, and I'm hiding and turning on this machine, and hopefully they will come and attack me. And I think they are because they're literally falling in this pit down here. Okay, that's actually working so well, and I don't want to take a look because I'm gonna fall in there too.
Smirky, are you kidding me? There's another fan trap set up right here.
Yes, there is, and I'll turn off the fan just to get a look. And look, they're all dying down there. Let's go. Where's the last one though?
The last one is dying in this spike trap.
Oh no, and wait, I got stuck in it, Carty. Uh-oh, this isn't good for me.
Smirky, you just killed the last one.
Okay, well, that's good for me. Okay, I'm just getting safe now because I almost fell for my own trap. But Carty, I think that was honestly probably some of the most effective traps I've ever made.
Those were definitely some of the most effective traps you've ever made. You're right, but I have one little piece of news for you.
What is that?
That was only my weakest mob. My mobs are 1,000 times crazier as the video goes on.
What? Okay, I'm going to go find that iron golem. I gotta learn what to build next. So, Mr. Iron Golem, I don't have that much time. Please give me a list of better traps. All right, you do have them? Okay, thank you. I gotta go back to building them now. So Carty is gonna spawn in some way better bosses, so don't leave because we have the best traps to build. Which we gotta start with building a bouncy slime floor. What the heck? Okay, well, if this trap is good according to that iron golem in there, you know what? We gotta go and build it. So let's make some room for our next trap. And to start off, we're gonna grab our wand once again. And we're gonna start building this next room. So over here, we're gonna set the floor for this next trap all all to air. So let's set this to air like this. There we go. And now what we're gonna do is we're gonna select all this and start building some walls out of netherite blocks. So let's start building them like this. There we go. Now that this is all built, what we gotta do for our slime trap is we gotta grab 3 things. We need to get observers, sticky pistons, and slime blocks. And now what we gotta start doing is we gotta start placing a pattern of absorbers throughout our entire floor like this. And there we go. And let's start building this. So basically how this is gonna work is with this observer floor, as you can see, these observers are blinking redstone signals. And because of that, you can place down some observers on top of them, and those ones also blink. But when these observers blink, what that does is output a redstone signal like this, causing it to repeatedly do redstone signals. So using that, we can make an entire floor of redstone signals, and then on top of that, we can place some observers like this, and on top of those, we can place some sticky pistons like this. And then what that's gonna do is that's gonna allow us to make a floor that constantly goes up and down and up and down. And basically that makes it so we can place some slime blocks on top of those, which are gonna make everything bounce up really high. So let's build this entire room like this. And there we go. Now we have an entire floor of observers. And now we are going to do a second layer like this. And there we go. Now we have our second layer done. And as you see, all the lights are flashing. So on top of this, we are going to place down a bunch of sticky pistons like this and cover up the entire floor with sticky pistons. And wow, this is looking so weird. But let's make sure we covered the entire floor. And oh my gosh, this is getting laggy. Okay, so I think we need to make the room smaller than we originally had. But that'll be fine because this room is still going to be equally as effective. So for now, let's get rid of all these stuff by setting this to air, and then we're going to set the rest of this room from this point on to netherite blocks. There we go. Let's go. And now we're gonna build that same trap over here and cover up this part of the floor. So there we go. Now the trap isn't as big, but it's still as effective. So now what we're gonna do for this trap is we're gonna set this layer on top of it to slime blocks. And there we go. Now we're done with the trap. And as you see, all we did was put honey blocks and slime blocks. But the reason why we did that is because the trap doesn't work elsewhere. But what happens if you try and walk on this is you basically jump up really high, and then if you get stuck on the honey block, it's hard for you to move. So it's really fun to go on. But now we are just gonna put a roof above this trap like this, so all the mobs that get stuck on this will just continuously hit their head on the ceiling. But now that that's done, let's make room for the next trap, which says it's the fire air room. Okay, that's gonna be pretty fun to build, so let's get on to it. So to build the fire air room, of course, we gotta do the same thing that we've been doing. We gotta make a bunch of extra room to build this trap, so let's get on to it. So for this trap, what I want to do is I just want to build a really big hallway right here. Then we're going to set it all to netherite, of course, like that. Come over here and then do the same thing with the walls. So there we go. Now that that's set up, we'll make the exit of the trap right here. But in between, we got to make a lot of room for the fire arrow trap. So let's open this all up like this and then grab a few things. First of all, we want to grab a dispenser, arrows, of course, and I think we're going to use arrows of harming too. And then we're going to grab a block called an igniter, which looks like this. And then we're gonna grab our igniters, set them up like this. Then we're gonna run some redstone underneath them like this. And there we go. That should work. And now what we're gonna do is we're gonna grab some extra redstone like this, and we're gonna grab some lever. Then we're gonna place a row of blocks right behind them like this. And then we'll grab some redstone. And then we'll grab some repeaters and place them right behind it like this. And then we'll grab some redstone and connect them all. And then we'll just get this and put a lever right here to activate it. And when it's activated, it's gonna set all these blocks on fire, and when it's not, it won't activate it. So this is gonna work really well. But on top of this, what we wanna do is we wanna grab our dispensers from the beginning and then get our arrows. What I wanna do is I wanna fill up this entire dispenser like this. So once this is all filled up, we're gonna grab this dispenser and make it a row of dispensers right on top of this to shoot out a bunch of arrows that are gonna go through these igniters. So let's set this all up like this. So now that we have all these igniters and dispensers placed, what we gotta do is we actually gotta destroy this wall and hook this up to a lot of redstone. And trust me, we do have a lot of work to do with this. So let's get on to it. So what we gotta do to start off with is we gotta place a row of blocks like this and like this, of course. And then what we gotta do is we gotta come behind it and we gotta hollow out a big area right behind us. So let's set this all to air like this and this. There we go. Now it's all done. So now what what we do is we grab a redstone repeater. So let's grab that, and we are gonna connect this all like this. So we're gonna place a bunch of repeaters and repeaters here, and then place a bunch of redstone like this. There we go. And now what we do is we grab another repeater, place it right here, and then we're gonna go up like this. We're gonna grab a slab once again like we did in the first thing, and now we are gonna build another slab staircase heading up to this. And there we go. Now all our redstone is hooked up. So now what we're gonna do is we're gonna make another machine with observers like this, and place down a piston right here and hook it up to some more redstone like this. And then we're gonna connect it all the way over here. So let's connect it like that. There we go. So now we got a machine that if we grab a lever like this and place it right here, if we activate it, it should shoot out a bunch of arrows like that. And that is gonna work really, really well. So now let's turn the machine off and collect all our arrows. And wow, that sounded satisfying. And now what we need to do is we need to open this wall up once again. We need to connect all of these to a similar system. So let's grab a bunch of redstone once again, get repeaters once again, and then connect it to a system like this. So we can just do this, and then we'll grab another lever and we'll place it right here. And now this should set everything on fire and off fire. So now if we turn both things on at the same time, it should set some of the arrows on fire. And wow, that is so cool. But this trap is going to be very effective, and it will do so much damage. So now let's turn the machine off and cover this all off, because we do not need to do any more redstone. And now let's collect all the arrows. So now that that's all done, what I want to do is I want to cover all this redstone up like that and that, so nothing gets exploded. And now we can move on to the next room, and this is looking super duper good. So now that that trap's all built, let's move on to the next trap, which according to the book is a cactus fall trap. Okay, that sounds a little bit cool, so let's get to building it. So to build this one, what we gotta do is I want to make a hallway leading up top. So let's actually build a hallway, and let's set a staircase right here and go upwards. So what we're gonna do is we are gonna build up like this, and we are gonna go all the way over here and set this all as netherite blocks. There we go. And now let's repeat this for all the way over here. Boom, there we go. So now what we're gonna do is we are gonna fix all the walls of this with netherite and make sure it's all set up. So let's go and set this all up by blocking off all the walls. So now that we have this whole netherite hallway, what I want to do is I want to dig down all the way to bedrock like that. And now what we're going to do is we are going to set this all to air, go all the way back up, and set all the walls to netherite blocks. There we go. So now we have a giant pit all the way over here, and we are going to make this trap really good. So to make this trap really good, we are going to grab a dirt block, some signs, sand of course, and then we're going to grab some cacti. And now what we're gonna do is we are gonna grab our signs and make a whole bunch of signs heading towards the end of this. So let's get all the signs like this. So what we're gonna do is now that we have all of these signs over this way, what we're gonna do is we're gonna connect a bunch of signs heading this way. And there we go. Now that we have a bunch of signs here, what we can do is we can place a bunch of sand on top of these signs without it falling. So let's place a bunch of sand like this. And I'm gonna show you how this trap works in a second. So basically, now that we have this giant sand pit, if we come over here and break the dirt block all the signs are connected to, it all falls. And look, basically it's gonna fall into the void. So that's gonna be a really, really good trap. So let's just paste it back in and then do the last part of this trap, which is adding cactuses and making a little maze. So let's place down the cactuses in the middle like this and spawn them all in. So now the mobs are gonna have a really, really hard time of getting through this, and they're gonna have to dodge all the cactuses. So this is gonna be really, really cool. And now that that trap is done, let's make another room to connect to our base over here. So let's build this. And Carty, how much time do I have left before you spawn in the bosses?
Smirky, there's only 30 seconds.
30 seconds? Wait, what? I thought I had way more time. Okay, well, what I gotta do now that I have 30 seconds is we aren't even gonna finish building this. We just gotta move on and go onto the traps. So what we're gonna do is we gotta get some really good armor. So let's search up chestplate and grab the first cool armor we see. So I think what we grab is this ender dragon armor. So let's grab this armor like this, and let's also get some golden apples to go along with it. So let's grab those, and let's also get our cool sword. So let's grab this sword right here. And we got some really cool dragon armor. And this looks pretty cool. But now I guess we gotta go in here and go in spectator mode. And there we go. Everything is set up now. So let's get ready. And Carty, I think I'm ready for you to spawn in the bosses.
All right, Smirky, but I don't think you're ready.
Oh, no. Okay. Well, I made a bunch of really OP traps this time. And hopefully they're enough to defend my base against your really good mobs.
All right, Smirky, if you're ready, I'm ready.
Oh, no. What are you gonna spawn in this time?
Well, I'm gonna spawn an Ender Guardians.
What the heck? Okay, I guess I gotta go in survival mode, and they're already starting to attack me. Okay, I gotta dodge all their attacks, and wait, good thing they're going and falling for my trap already. Oh my gosh, these guys suck, Carty.
Smirky, you think these guys suck? I'm gonna spawn more.
Whoa, they already are here. Okay, I'm just gonna run, activate this, and activate this trap. Okay, hopefully this works, and it should. Look, it's already pushing them in.
Are you kidding me? No, Smirky, these guys are not gonna die.
Yes, they are, because they're in this pit. And Carty, I just killed one too.
Smirky, you killed one. There's still a lot more. And you want to know what's about to happen?
Why did you teleport them here? What the heck, Carty? Okay, I gotta keep running, but why did this trap break? Okay, I'm just running out of here. And what the heck is happening?
Smirky, I think the Ender Guardians literally broke your trap.
Yeah, that probably is what happened with their giant attacks they do. Okay, that is kind of scary, but I gotta activate all this traps. So let's set this on fire and activate this arrow trap. And what, Carty, I don't even think this is doing damage. Okay, I gotta run. They're literally right behind me.
Did you really think arrows would do damage to these things?
Yes, Carty, I thought that trap would work, but oh my gosh, how many are left? I see like 3 still in. Oh my gosh, they're right here. Okay, hopefully they fall for this trap, and I think they will. I just gotta get rid of these cactuses and lead them on the sand.
Smirky, you really think cactuses are gonna destroy these guys? You are so done for.
Oh no, it's not the cactus trap. I just need to let all the Ender Guardians go on here, and I need to break this dirt block, and look, they're all falling now.
Wait, what? That leads into the void?
Yep, and look, and they're already all dying.
Oh my gosh, Smirky, you actually outsmarted me.
Yep, I did, and I think I outsmarted your mobs too, because I don't see any of them.
Oh my gosh, Smirky. Okay, fine. I guess you won this round, but I also have some even more bad news for you.
What is that?
Smirky, my next mob is going to be so OP. It's going to be the most OP mob in Minecraft.
Oh no, that's not good. And how much time do I have left?
Smirky, there's only 1 minute.
1 minute? Okay, we gotta go back in creative mode, guys, ASAP. And what we gotta do is we gotta paste in this trap once again, and we gotta fix our stuff. So let's fix all the traps that we got messed up, and I think we're gonna leave this as this. And how can we build some better traps? Okay, first, before we worry about any of that, we need to fix our base, because oh my gosh, everything is getting messed up. I don't even think we worry about fixing it that much, because if Carty's gonna spawn in something really good, it won't even matter what we spawn in. So let's just fix our traps like what we're doing. And I think I have an idea to figure out what we need to spawn in, because our base is looking really good. So what if we just go inside our bunker and ask that iron golem what to spawn in? So iron golem, let me come over to you, and you better have something I can build. So come on, let me destroy my bunker and get in here. And iron golem, please say you do have some trap for me to build. Come on. You do? Okay, that's really good. Okay, let's see what it is. It says nuke TNT. Are you kidding me? Okay, well, we gotta build a machine that will drop a nuke TNT above Carty's mobs as soon as he spawns them. So let's build a machine. So I think we'll build this inside our bunker right over here inside this wall. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna make a pathway right here like this. And we are gonna build a pathway heading up to this nuke TNT machine that we are gonna build. So let's build it all the way over here and connect it to the top of my base. So let's just make a really quick redstone pathway like this and route it up like this. And now what we're gonna do is we're gonna build up over here, and what we want to do is we're gonna grab a dispenser and a nuclear TNT like this, and we're gonna go right here and put the dispenser facing down and put a nuke TNT in it. Just one, because that's all we need. Now what we're gonna do is we're gonna grab some redstone tools, and we gotta go quick because we gotta build this quick. And what we're gonna do is we are gonna set our redstone up to make sure that this explodes everything. So let's go set our redstone up, and let's make sure it all works. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna set this all up and connect this to over there and over here. So let's connect it all, put more repeaters so we can carry on the redstone signal, and we'll connect it to a switch inside our base like this. So let's get a button, put it right here, and what we're gonna do is we're gonna go all the way over here, and we are gonna destroy this redstone so it actually doesn't activate the nuke yet. But let's test and make sure that this works. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna set this like this. So now if we press press this redstone button all the way over here, it should carry on a redstone signal all the way to the top like that. And wow, that works. So now what we're gonna do is we are gonna activate this, and hopefully we don't press that button. But anyways, let's go back in our base, and I think what we do is we honestly just activate the nuke when we're ready. But let's make an entrance heading into our base right here. And there we go. And I think I'm ready, Carty.
All right, Smirky, if you're ready, I'm ready.
Okay, well, hopefully you don't spawn in anything too good, because I'm a little bit scared about what you're gonna spawn in.
Smirky, do you see the spawn egg I'm holding?
I have no idea what that is. What is that?
Smirky, do you want to see?
Yeah, I guess so. And Carty, what the heck is that?
This is the Cosmic Fiend.
Oh my gosh. And Carty, are you literally spawning in more of them out here? Okay, well, I gotta run ASAP, and I'm going in survival, Carty, and my screen got purple. But what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna activate all my traps, and hopefully I can get in my base to activate my special trap. So let's activate it, and it should work. And I hear explosions. What the heck?
Smirky, what is happening?
I have no idea what is happening.
I don't know. I think the Cosmic Fiends are just destroying your base.
I hope that's not the case. And why is it so laggy? What is happening?
This is insane.
I'm just eating golden apples right now. And Carty, I feel like a lot of damage is being done. And why is there like radioactive dust inside my base? And wait, did everything just die already?
Smirky, did you just set off a nuke?
That is exactly what I did. Is that why there's a giant crater right here, Carty?
Yep, and look here. Look at all the weapons they dropped. You just killed every single one.
Oh my gosh, Carty, my base is completely destroyed now, though.
This is insane. But yeah, I guess your base is destroyed. Well, that's your problem.
Oh my gosh, are you kidding me? Well, if you enjoyed this Carty and Smirky video, remember to like and subscribe and click on one of the videos on the screen. And you should definitely subscribe because I won. Let's go.
Bye.
What the heck?